I have some respect. I have respect for Stuart Rhodes, but he does not understand what is truly transpiring, or he has chosen to be in opposition. That is not mine to decide or to point out. But um, I do want to make it clear that I have been in communications with the Hammonds within the last 12 to 24 hours, and that they have very clearly said multiple times, both Dwight and Susie Hammond, that this is more than about them, that they have made their decision, but this is about all those other people out there, that the same things is going to happen to them. They have said multiple times that this is about Harney County, that this is about the United States and each person in it, that if we do not stand and put these things to an end, that what has happened to them will happen to more and more people. And then one Monday night, I laid on my bed, getting ready to go to bed. I'm tired after a long day of work. And a message came on my phone. And I looked at it, and it was a message, another article about the Hammonds. And immediately, this urge, this overwhelming urge came upon me to find out about the Hammonds. And I could not sleep, so I studied all through the night. And this motivation to find out about the Hammonds, to learn more. And I read every article I could read. I read part of the court proceedings and everything I could get my hands on. I read through the night. And then that next morning, I felt this urge again, this desire to begin to write. I knew I was supposed to write something. And so, but my emotion about the Hammonds, after I saw what was happening and found that what was happening to them was the same thing that happened to us. So my emotions were clouding my thoughts, and I was trying to get my thoughts straight so I could write. And I got on my knees and I asked the Lord and said, Lord, if you want me to write something, then please help me clear my mind and show me what I should write. And that's what happened. In a short period of time, my mind was cleared and I was able to write. And I wrote that letter to individuals and to government officials. And that was the first one. And during that letter, I began to understand how the Lord felt about the Hammonds. I began to understand about how the Lord felt about Harney County and about this country. And I clearly understood that the Lord was not pleased with what was happening to the Hammonds. And that what was happening to them, if it was not corrected, would be a type and a shadow of what would happen to the rest of the people across this country. And also, that if we allowed the Hammonds to continue to be punished, there would be accountability. And I then began to feel and understand some what we were supposed to do. And it became very clear, and I had a hard time with it because it was a very strong stand. And I wrestled back and forth with it, but I knew it was as so clear what we were supposed to do. It was like exactly what was happening at the Bundy Ranch when we were getting guided and directed on what we're supposed to do. That's how it was. And so I began to understand that what we were supposed to do is we were supposed to get together of individuals all across this country that understood and cared about what was happening, that understood that our Constitution was being violated, that it is hanging by a thread, that understood that these abuses to the Hammonds will continue to go on and on and on if they are not put to an end at this time. They understood that what is happening to Harney County would happen to all the counties across the United States and go into all ends of the earth if there was not a stand made. And so I began to understand that I was to call all these people together, to ask them to come and to unite together in Harney County, and that we were to create a defense for the people of Harney County so that they can begin to use their land and their resources again, so that they can get back to prospering again, get back to thriving again, that they can get rid of the fear and the intimidations that have been placed upon them, that they can get rid of the tyranny and the chains that are upon them. That is what I began to understand. And I began to understand exactly how we should do it, exactly the steps that we were to take. And so I began to move in that direction. And from the time that I began to understand and these things became very clear to me, till now, they have only become more and more clear. And they are wisdom in the Lord. And so I am asking you to come to Harney County to make the decision right now of whether this is a righteous cause or not, whether I am some crazy person, or whether the Lord truly works through individuals to get his purposes accomplished. I know that we are to stand now, and that we are to do these things now, or we will not have anything to pass on to our children. That they will be placed under the same exact measures that the Hammons have been placed under. And I ask you now to come to Harney County to participate in this wonderful thing that the Lord is about to accomplish. And I say those things to you, and I'm grateful to have such great friends, and look forward to seeing you. Thank you.